Welcome back, class. Today we are going to learn how to add polynomial expressions, and this is section 4.2. So we want to find the sum between these two trinomials, and I know we want to find the sum because if you look in between the two parentheses, we have the plus sign, and in addition to that, the instructions tells us to find the sum. So finding the sum of two trinomials is really easy because all you have to do is drop the parentheses and then from there combine like terms. So that's 2m to the third plus 8 minus 3m plus, and once again I'm just dropping the parentheses, 2m to the third plus 4m plus 8. Once you've dropped the parentheses, go ahead and combine like terms by figuring out which terms have the same variable and the same exponent. For example, we have 2m to the third and 2m to the third. Notice how they both have the m's and both m's are raised to the third power. 2m to the third plus 2m to the third is 4m to the third. We want to write our answer in standard form, so we have to make sure that when we write out our terms, our exponents are in descending order. So the next two terms I want to combine are negative 3m and positive 4m. When combined, you get 1m. And finally, we have our constants, which are 8 and 8. So 8 plus 8 gives us 16. So the answer to this problem is 4m to the third plus 1m plus 16. Let's look at the next problem. This one looks challenging. So if we look between all of the parentheses, notice how we have the plus signs. The plus signs tell us to just go ahead and drop our parentheses. We don't have to distribute anything in. Let's rewrite the problem. 2xy to the third plus 3x to the fourth y squared plus 4xy to the third plus x squared y to the third minus 7x squared y to the fourth. This is a really long problem. Plus 6x squared y to the third plus 5x y to the third plus 8x squared y to the fourth. Okay, now that we've rewritten the problem, let's go ahead and figure out which ones are like terms. Because we have two variables, writing our answer in standard form doesn't really matter in this case. Okay, so let's start off with the 2x y to the third. I need to find another term that has x and y to the third. So that next term is 4xy to the third. Okay, and then another one would be the 5xy to the third. And that's all I can find. So now let's go ahead and just combine the coefficients. 2 plus 4 plus 5 is 11. 11xy to the third. Now let's go ahead and combine our next set. So our next set is 3x to the fourth y squared. Let's go ahead and look for another term that has x to the fourth y squared. And it doesn't look like there is any. So because we can't combine that with anything else, let's go ahead and write it out. 3x to the 4th y squared. Let's go ahead and move on to our next set. So our next set is x squared y to the 3rd, and I'll put a triangle around that term, and that will be combined with 6x squared y to the 3rd. And that's it. That's all I can find. So think of that x squared y to the 3rd as 1x squared y to the 3rd. So if I combine that with 6x squared y to the 3rd, I'll end up with 7x squared y to the 3rd. Finally, our last set, we have negative 7x squared y to the 4th. And 8x squared y to the 4th. So negative 7x squared y to the 4th plus 8x squared y to the 4th is positive 1x squared y to the 4th, or simply x squared y to the 4th. And this is our answer. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's how you add two polynomials together. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. Bye.